And now for your Maroon Devils. And one forward, number 21, Grant Schuler. At center, number 23, Jake guard, number 24, Noah Hicks. Your other forward, number 25, Angel Bauer. And your other guard, number 33, Brett Treadway. Hello again, everyone. Toby Burrell here with Tammy Burns for tonight's game between the Black Knights and their Maroon Devils. And Tammy, as they sound the horn for "Let's get ready to rumble," that's probably an apt description of what these two teams will do tonight.
It's going to be intense.
It will be, and the question mark for Coach Scotty McMahon and his Maroon Devils, such a young team, are they ready for this type of physical play?
Well, Robbinsville is fielding 4 seniors and 1 sophomore, and we have
Treadway and Schuler, who are juniors. We have Bowers, or sophomores. Bowers a junior, and Hicks is a senior. Hicks has not experienced this rivalry before, coming here from another school. He wins the tip, but right to Galaviz, and here come the Knights up court. Kick, quick, on the way, a 3. It's short. It's going to be out of bounds. Swain basketball. So an air ball by Tyler Long, 6'4" sophomore, starts things off. The Knights, just like in the girls' contest, are going to trap, and press. There will be a lot of hands involved, and it will be a physical contest from the get-go.
21's arms are amazingly long.
He's 6'4" to start with.
Great day. He's got long arms.
And
there we
Maroon
go.
Devils have the advantage. Bowers all the way to the hole. He's off with it. And here comes Matheson with the rebound to Galaviz. And those two have connected quite a bit over this year for very positive results for these Knights. Hicks into the front court against Galaviz, off the dribble, picks it up. Galaviz picks his pocket, and now Galaviz will start numbers the other way. Angel Bowers on the ground. Galaviz kicks it off. Shot is up and good by Zane Wachacha.
We can't run with this team.
No.
We cannot run with them.
Bowers into the front court, stripped away by Matheson. And it'll be out of bounds, Swain basketball. Brett Treadway to trigger it in. And he has Grant Schuler to choose from. He chooses Schuler. And this is looks to be a 3-2 zone for the Knights here early, or is it man?
I think it's man.
It's a mismatch man because they have Tyler Long on Noah Hicks. Marr all the way to the hole, lays it in. Jake Marr on the board first for Swain, and it's 4-2 the Black Knights. We're at the 6:52 mark, just under 7. Swain will go 2-3 zone. Wachacha cuts to the corner. So we'll see where the Knights will find their offense from. Long down low to Franks. Back over to Wachacha for 3 on the way. It's off, and Marr with the rebound. Stolen away. And Matheson ends up with it. It's off the front iron, and Schuler finally grabs it.
Jake turned around into the defense.
So Treadway will set the offense from that wing. It's Matheson on Schuler. It's Wachacha on Treadway. Long has Hicks. Of course, Franks matches up with, and there's a smack of the hand. I heard it all the way up here with the headset on. But Wachacha will get credit for another steal. Phineas Little up off the Swain bench. Galaviz sets the offense for the Knights. Wachacha on the wing. And he's got Galaviz in the corner. Galaviz has got a 3 on the way. It's off the back iron. Franks with the offensive rebound. Right back to Galaviz. No look pass to Matheson, who improves inside. And he's going to be fouled by Bowers. It'll be out underneath on the floor. No, check that. Treadway with the foul. And Phineas Little is in for Angel Bowers. So we'll see what the Devils do here as they inbound. Check that. The Knights inbound it from underneath their own basket here. And they get it to Franks. His shot is short. Phineas Little with it. Stripped. Franks all the way inside, and we got an offensive foul.
There you go, Jake. That's a good
So Jake Marr doing a good job with this thing so far, being able to
Little is your pass. There we go.
Here comes Phineas Little in the front court. The left-handed Little finds Marr across court. And Marr back to Hicks. And now Wachacha Longreather's got Hicks. Little matched up, mismatched there. Could get something in the low post if he wanted it. And that was stripped away. And Schuler with the foul on Matheson.
We've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, that was apparent in the girls' game as Black Knights run off to a 20-0 first quarter due to, in large part, to the turnovers. And they are 4-2 now, and Matheson will go to the line for a pair. And in the same instance as the girls, we'd love to tell you who the leading scorer is, but we have no idea.
No.
They too have not entered any stats into max preps as required by the High School Athletic Association. So Matheson with the second one on the way. And it is good for the senior. We got a warning.
Yes.
Delay of game as Robbinsville slapped it out of bounds to give their press a chance to set up a little easier. Now Schuler will inbound it, but he can roam wherever he wishes. He finds Hicks. And there's a blind pass right to Hicks. He catches it. Finds Marr ahead. Marr will now wait.
There we go.
And finds Schuler to set the offense. Little in the corner. Pump fakes, ball on the floor. Fade away. No good. He pulls his own rebound back up with it and good. So Phineas Little on the board with an offensive rebound. And here comes the Knights. Schuler with a hand on that is able to steal it. Now Grant has the numbers. Matheson will try to beat him to the block, but can't.
Good job, guys.
And a block that time. You can't call charges 2 times in a row. Basket's good for Jesse Franks. And that'll be a shot for Jesse Franks, the senior center. The foul itself was on Marr. Be his first.
He's a big boy.
He is a big boy. No height listed on him. However, they do have Long at 6'4", and into the ball game for Galavies.
He's as much 6'4" as Long is.
Absolutely. Reese, he may be a little taller than Long, actually. Reese Postel checks in for the Knights. Grant Schuler will inbound. We're 9-6 with 4:36 left in this one. Schuler against the pressure finds Hicks. Hicks back to Schuler. Looks like they've got it beat now. Ahead to Treadway down low. Treadway fumbles it, able to get it back. On the dribble inside.
Good pass.
Marr. Marr looked to me, Tammy, like he was fouled on that play.
He could have.
But no call. So now 2-1-2 zone. Matheson cuts through to the corner. The ticket here is not to lose Franks on that low block.
He walked twice. He didn't get by with it the second time.
They got him that time. So 9-8 your score, 4 minutes and 1 second left in the first period of play. Schuler will inbound to Treadway. And this pressure looks a little bit more Franks with that one. He's going to go all the way in and lay it in.
Moves pretty good to be a big guy.
Yeah, he does.
Be patient.
Got to take the easy passes. Schuler's got a 3, lines it up, lets it go, and has got it.
Pretty shot.
Schuler with the 3. And now Matheson will move up top with Galavies out of the lineup. Into the corner is Reese Postel. Batted away twice. Wachacha lines up a 3.
Whoa.
Treadway fouls him, and the basket will be good.
Wow.
Brett Treadway's second and Wachacha's first 3. He'll get a 4-point play opportunity to break what was an 11-11 tie. Galavies back in for Postel.
The speed will pick up now.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yes, he can move the floor, and he moves on it well. You wouldn't look at him and think he'd be that fast.
And Wachacha makes good on it. He now has 6 in the game. It's 15-11 on the 4-point play. 3:20 remaining. Treadway up top. Passes down low to Hicks. Hicks against Long. Hicks giving up quite a bit of height. Little back to Hicks. Mid-range jumper off the back iron.
Yes.
And that's Brett Treadway working hard under there. And they're going to have Franks with a foul.
No.
It should be Swain basketball.
Yes.
They called that foul on Jesse Franks.
Right.
For an over-the-back call on Brett Treadway. Good job by Brett boxing out.
Very good job.
End of the game will be Colby Hempfield. And he will check in for Franks. Franks leads with 5 points. Zane Wachacha with 6 for the Knights.
He also has 2 fouls.
Yeah, that may end up being big in this game. Little with a fadeaway from the corner. He's got
Pretty
nothing but net. So Phineas Little now with 4. And Maroon Devils back to within 2. Matheson puts his head down, drives hard, and runs right over the top of Phineas Little.
Way to go. Good job, Phineas.
And Drew Ball into the game now for Brett Treadway, who does have 2 fouls. And it looks like they're going to back out of the full court trap and turn it into a half court trap.
1-3-1 trap.
Little into the middle of the ball. Ball on the floor.
Ooh.
Able to beat that. Back up top to Schuler. Schuler lines it up, finds Marr down low. It rattles around and off. Little on the rebounds. Got it.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Suddenly, Phineas Little playing like a man possessed inside, and we're tied at 15. 2:30 remaining in this first period of play. Galaviz baseline, kicks to Long. Long shot is good. So Tyler Long off the Galaviz pass, and now no press at all. They're going to drop straight back into a defense as the press has done them no good. Matheson will take Schuler. Phineas Little goes off the dribble to Wachacha, and there's a hold on Wachacha. And the Devils definitely with an advantage there height-wise with Phineas Little and Zane Wachacha. And Jake Marr checks out. Cody Cooper into the game.
1 foul on Wachacha.
And into the game for Robbinsville's Colton Millsaps. Millsaps will go to the middle of their zone. Inbound to Hicks. Hicks finds Little ball back up top. They rotate it to Schuler. Schuler doesn't hesitate. 3 on its way.
It's 2 in a row. That helps.
That helps a lot.
That's 6 points that he's.
So now Galaviz inside to Hempfield.
He walked.
And that's going to be on Ball as he hand-checked him to stop his penetration. So
I thought he had a stutter there before he started.
Wachacha's out, Postel back in, so let's see where their 3-point offense will come from now. As Wachacha is the leading scorer with 6. That one off.
Good job, guys.
That's the key. You gotta protect it once you get it, because there's hands coming. And it's so far 5 fouls on each team. Both teams being equally aggressive. Now Drew Ball will bring it into the front court against a 2-1-2 Robbinsville zone. He finds Hicks on the left wing. Hicks looks. Cross court to Schuler. They know exactly where he's at now. Ball up top. Spins out of it. Schuler's got to look from the free throw line extended over there. It crawls up.
Good
Hicks' athleticism, and he's got that one up and down.
That was beautiful.
Noah Hicks with a very good offensive rebound on athleticism. And so the Devils line up what appears to be a 1-3-1.
Yes.
Galaviz surveys the situation and sends Postel to the corner off of a screen. He's got the ball now. Schuler's got him. Galaviz penetrates and has a flip shot up and off. That's Hempfield up with it. He's mauled inside by Cody Cooper. So Cooper will pick up his first. He will send Colby Hempfield to the line. Hempfield only a sophomore. He and Long, number 21, are 2 sophomores. So that's what their program's going to be after this year, is those 2 leading the way. This first one is off. Maroon Devils up 20-17. We're under a minute to play in the first quarter, 53.7 seconds. Hempfield will shoot a second one. The Black Knights enter this game 11-3 overall, 5-2 in the Smoky Mountain Conference. Schuler had it, has his arm ripped off by Hempfield. who lays it back in. No foul call.
Looks like
that was deep to Lillen. He's got it all the way to the hole. Streaking misses it. Cooper with a rebound.
Ball.
Fights. He's got it. Goes back up and it's it's on the floor.
They're really hammering us underneath.
And that's Matheson.
Not calling it.
Matheson's foul, and quickly off the bench is Tyler Long. He's got Matheson. And
has 2 on him. I just want him to pick up that 3rd foul before the first period's over.
So Schuler will inbound. Little is open. Long tries to bother him. Little improves his stock, misses the shot. Galaviz with the long rebound, comes out with numbers, pushes it. Hemphel's got it on the low block, triple team. Elbows his way out. A good job, good call on that play underneath as Hemphill lowered his shoulder to clear room.
Good defense.
And it was good defense on the Maroon Devils' part. We're at 28.4 seconds left, and Drew Ball will handle the inbounds to back to Grant Schuler. We're at 20 seconds. The Maroon Devils lead at 20-19. So setting up the play, Coach McMahon. He's got Drew Ball on the wing, looks, penetrates, improves his position. Schuler finds ball in the corner, 3 on its way. It is off. Hicks almost with another rebound. Hemphill comes out with it. We're at 3, we're at 2, we're at 1, and that's going to do this quarter. Good if it goes.
Nope.
But it does not. And the Maroon Devils will take a narrow 20-19 lead at the end of 1. We'll be back with second quarter action. So we're almost set for the second 8 minutes, and it certainly did not disappoint in the first quarter as the Maroon Devils hold a slim 1-point lead, 20-19.
Played good ball.
They did. It was a good quarter for both teams. I thought both teams played exceptionally well. No chippiness yet. Something we normally expect to see between these two, but nothing so far. Just good, fast-paced, clean basketball. Schuler to Ball to inbound it. And Ball dribbles it in, thinks about a shot, kicks to Hicks on the corner. Hicks dribbles back up top to rotate it to Schuler. Schuler sees Little streaking through the middle, can't get it to him. Now Hicks does, and Phineas Little with 8 so far. And Noah Hicks very good at finding the open man. Ellis Dehart has checked in for the Knights.
Wow.
Galaviz with 3, wasn't it?
Yes. Long 3
5 now,
from the corner.
And it's tied at 22. Little into the middle, spins into it, shot up. Cooper keeps it alive but can't get it. Long to Galaviz. Galaviz streaks up the left-hand side. Now sets himself, looks the situation over, has a 3. He'll take that one. Maybe feeling a little too good about things. And that was Wachacha again with an offensive rebound. And now Wachacha with 8 for the Black Knights. Ball into the front court to Hicks on the wing. Hicks finds back to Ball. Hicks thinks about it, sees Little in the middle. Little looks passing his kick ball. It'll be swaying basketball underneath. Grant Schuler will trigger it. 6:50 left, 24-22. The Knights lead it again.
They have like 3 subs in right now. They don't have
Little all the way to the hole, rattles around and off. Long with his long arms, pulls it out, now leads the break. Hicks reaches in, doesn't get it. Long spins it in, and timeout immediately by Scotty McMahon to talk things over. 26-22 Black Knights. Friday against Cherokee, 1, pinning his man in a little over a minute gone from the first period in that one. And so it'll be a big night. Then again, the Maroon Devils get a day off on that one, then turn around on Saturday and have the conference championship tournament. So it'll be a big weekend for Maroon Devil wrestling in terms of securing some conference championships. Schuler with a 3, it's on its way, he's got it down.
Good job, that's 3 for him.
Schuler now with 11. Galaviz cross court to Long. Long doesn't hesitate. He behind his back, shot up and good. Tyler Long beginning to feel it. He's got 6 now. Both these offenses clicking along like it's nobody's business. They're on 80-point nights.
Really?
At this juncture. Cooper for a 3 in the corner. It's long and off. Ball tries to get it over Ellis Dehart, who's in the game, and that foul's going to be on Drew Ball. I think we're to the 1-1 now, so we'll shoot some free throws for the rest of this game and what had been a cleanly contested game. It's a shame to see it go to the free throw line here. Jake Frizzell is up off the bench for Drew Ball. Frizzell, the Swain High designated zone buster, three-point specialist, so we'll see if they can free Jake up for a shot. DeHart's first is good. He'll get a second now. It's 29-25, 4-point Black Knight advantage.
He's pretty deadly at the three-point range.
He shoots for his second one, which will give the Knights a 6-point lead, their largest of the night. And now Schuler will inbound to Hicks. Hicks will set the offense. 2-3 zone still from the Knights. Cooper fights for inside position. Little works. There's Frizzell. Clean look at a three. It's on its way. Back iron, no good. And here come the Knights. You can't swipe at the ball. They're going to score if you do. Wachacha with a lay-in.
Wow, we got by with one there, Toby.
Yeah, we did.
And he was looking right at him, so I'm not going to say anything, are you?
No, not at all.
Nope.
Hicks to Schuler on the wing. Schuler another three on its way.
There we
He's
go.
got it. Grant Schuler.
That's 4.
Keeping the Maroon Devils alive in this one as it's now 32-28. Schuler now with 14.
What's the foul? How many fouls?
It's 7-7 right now, but that one's going to be on Hicks, and it'll put Galaviz at the line. And that's what you worry about in these type of games, is letting it come down to the offense being predicated on free throws rather than running through it. That one's up and off.
Good rebound on
Grant Schuler. Got some strong hands. Once he gets them on the ball, he tends to rake it away. And now Hicks will set the offense with Frizzell and Little penetrating. Back over to Frizzell, back to Hicks. Hicks penetrates to Schuler. They know where he's at now. There's a hand. It's going to be on Ellis DeHart. So put Schuler at the line to shoot 1-1. First time the Maroon Devils have been to the line tonight. Grant with 14 on the night so far, 2 rebounds and a steal. A busy night. Phineas Little next with 8 points. So the Maroon Devils 2 leading scorers, Little and Schuler, leading them offensively tonight. Schuler will have a second one on the way now with 15. We have certainly seen his father, Danny, have some big nights for the Maroon Devils, and Grant is off to one of those with a 15-point first half, making 16-point first half.
His shot is down tonight. He's doing well.
We have often commented to Danny that Grant looks like him when he plays, and Danny's standard response is he wishes.
Danny can shoot the lights out of it too.
Brett Treadway checks in for Noah Hicks as Noah gets his first breather of the night. Colton Millsaps will go to the line to shoot, still 1-1, I believe, for one more foul. His first one is good, and he'll get a second one. Swain brings in Jake Marr for Cooper. Little will stay. So Marr had a productive first couple of minutes with 4 points and a rebound and a steal. And charge taken as well, so let's see if Jake gets remains as active as he once was. And there's a rebound blocked by Schuler.
Wow, that was pretty.
So
pretty pass.
Schuler
awesome.
Continues to fill up the stat sheet. That one off by Little. Long trails it back. Shot is on its way, partially blocked by Treadway. And I'll go the other way with Little on the rebound. He finds Treadway underneath. Pump fake up, and he's fouled on the play.
Good job.
So Brett Treadway will go to the line with a chance to pull the Maroon Devils to within 2 at 33-30 with 4:26 remaining in this. And I was wondering how much longer Robbinsville will stay without Matheson and Franks, and they're up off the bench just as I started to say that.
We have 3 10th graders on the floor.
Yeah.
That's playing amazingly.
Significant.
Yes. I mean, where Robbinsville has 4 seniors starting, we have 3 sophomores, and we have a good future ahead.
Absolutely. Ellis DeHart and I think it was, I'm not sure who the other Black Knight, Long is the other Black Knight that checked out. Treadway hits both of those, and we're to within 1 at 33-32. Galaviz gets a screen over there from Wachacha. Wachacha looks around. Matheson's got a screen for him. Now he posts up Marr. He's got it underneath. Marr too deep to do any good, but Matheson with his own rebound and puts it back in. So he was able to knock Jake Marr off the block that time and take advantage of it.
Marr needs to stand his ground under there.
And he finds Marr underneath. The dribble cost Jake dearly.
Yep.
He's got it up and it rattles home. So Marr was 6. And a couple of rebounds for his trouble as well. He's going to have to push Skylar Matheson off of that block. Matheson bluffs a 3. Schuler looks at him as if to say, go ahead, we'll let you have that one. Now Franks back to Cruz Galaviz.
Good job on defense.
And that was a Schuler all the way. Matheson initiates the contact, and now Franks kills somebody. Again, kills somebody. Matheson or Franks one has got to have 3 fouls after this. It's Franks.
Number 5.
So that was a good job on this end as Schuler stepped back in and took a rebound and set up Brett Treadway, who'll go to the line here with a chance to give the Maroon Devils the lead back. They led to start the quarter but lost it not long into it. Now
that'll help get
Treadway,
him out of that middle.
3, absolutely.
He's a big boy.
And he's very agile and athletic for his size. Shot on the way, it's short.
A little more.
So into the game comes Hempfield and Hicks for Swain. Hempfield for the Knights. Treadway misses the first. He'll have the second one here. And a chance to tie it at 35.
There we go. Oh,
it rattles around and out. Matheson with the rebound. And now Wachacha into the front court. Kicks it over to Wachacha in the wing, rather. Galaviz to the free throw line extended. Shot on its way. It crawls in. And Galaviz now with 7 for the Knights. And the Black Knights up by 3. Schuler into the front court for the Devils. Little cuts through. Hicks looks for him to come to the corner. Now back out to Schuler. Back to Hicks. Back to Little in the corner. Little's 3 on the way. Bounces hard and off. Matheson with the ball. Elbows wielding and into the front court. Spins his way in. Shot up. Off. Schuler tries for it. Marr gets it. Outlet pass to Hicks. Hicks couldn't get to Little. And back over to Treadway. Shot on its way. Crawls up and off. Kept alive by Marr, and it'll be Swain basketball.
Right. Good job.
Thanks to Marr. And we got a foul. No, check that. The back official has called a foul on Jake Marr, and that will give Robbinsville the ball. So Marr picks up his second. And that should have been a foul on Hempfield, but let's see who they put on the free throw line. Nobody seems willing to own up to it. Matheson starts his way up. And they can't decide. It wasn't Wachacha that was fouled. If you're going to call that foul, you have to at least know who was fouled.
I plead the 5th on this one because I say too much about referees. That's been my downfall my whole life.
Officials are going to talk about it, and they're going to talk to the other official to see if they can determine if they've got the right guy. Irregardless of what comes out of this, I applaud them for talking about it.
Yes, that's true.
That's trying to get the play right, and there's nothing wrong at all with that.
I remember in the day when they wouldn't even come over to the bench to say anything to you.
Absolutely. Both teams should appreciate the fact.
2 shots.
And they get that right. That's okay, too. Okay. As long as they're working to get it right, that's all you can ask for from officials. Hempfield has missed his other 2 attempts, so that's a bonus to get him on the line. And he misses that one badly. He'll have a 4th one now. As Marr checks out, Bowers checks into the game. So 37-34, 2:32 left in this one. Both teams at 10 fouls, so they'll shoot 2 free throws the rest of this half. Shot on its way, it's off. Bowers corrals the rebound.
He's missed 4 in a row, hasn't he?
Yep, and now Schuler will set the offense. Check that, Treadway will set it. Schuler goes to the wing. They have got Little and Bowers roaming in there. Hicks with an open mid-range jumper. It's on its way and off. Schuler tries for it. Hempfield pulls it. And here come the Knights.
Oh.
And that foul is probably going to be on Phineas Little. It is. His first of the night as he was guilty of reaching in. I'll put Wachacha on the line to shoot 2.
Then Wachacha kind of gave him a little shove.
Yeah, there's a little bit there. So Wachacha will shoot 2 with a chance to spread the lead to 5 here for the Knights. First one's good from Zane Wachacha.
You know, we have only 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on the team that plays football.
So 12 points now for Wachacha, 39-34. Now half-court trap. which Treadway recognizes immediately. They'll walk it over, take their time. Now they get it to Little. Little gets Galaviz in the air and then goes all the way to the hole and lays it in. Phineas Little now with 10. Now here comes Galaviz the other way. Hicks tries to reach in, but Galaviz lays it in.
Got to cut him off.
So Scotty McMahon unhappy with that turn of events, and he calls timeout. 41-36 the score. Maroon Devils trail it by 5 here with 1:42. The senior, who I know back in late November felt like his athletic career may have been over at one point there with a knee injury in the Avery game, and a very disappointing end to his football season, I know, for the young man. And to be able to pick it back up here in wrestling and be able to finish his senior year, that's a plus for him. We wish him all the best and hope he's able to finish it the way he wants to with a championship. Nice pass. Treadway leaves it short. Hemphill comes out with it. They would love for him to try to dribble it up court, but he finds Long. Now Long with 1:30. Matheson in the quarter looks for Hemphill cutting. They let him cut, and he is fouled on the play. Let's see if that's Bowers or Treadway. It's Bowers, so it'll be Angels first. But Hemphill goes back to the line where he is 0 for 4 thus far. And it's 41-36 Black Knights here as they went on a little bit of a stretch on these Maroon Devils. Hemphill's shot is up, and it is no good.
5 and no points yet off foul shots. He's had 5 shots.
This is his 6th free throw. Ellis Dehart back into the game for Skylar Matheson to get him off the court with his 2 fouls before he picks up a third. That one rattles around, and Grant Schuler corrals it for his 4th rebound. And now Treadway into the front court. Finds Little in the corner. Little goes driving by again and lays it in. Phineas Little now with 12.
That was a great screen by Noah Hicks also on that one.
Little with a steal, gets it, can't do anything. McMahon trying to call timeout. They didn't recognize him. Now Long has it blocked by Little.
Letting them play a little
They are letting them play. Phineas Little with the block, and now Swain with a chance to perhaps tie with a 3-pointer. And that's a slap, big time. Hicks strips at it, tries to get the ball from Long. A running screen by Wachacha. Keeps Hicks out of the play, and Long lays it in. About as blatant running screen as you want to see. Illegal, but very rarely called.
Right.
And they had Bowers open underneath, but didn't see him. Schuler with a deep 3.
Downtown.
He misses it. Hicks with a foot out of bounds, can't corral it. And here come the Knights with Long, a chance to put them up with their biggest lead of the night, 43-38.
Long handles the ball really well.
He does for 6-4. 8 seconds and counting in this half. They will wait for the last shot. Wachacha goes to the corner. Galaviz takes it from the free throw line extended, and that's going to do your first half as the Black Knights have ran out to a 46-38 lead here at the half. And folks, we're almost set for second half action as both teams are ready to take the floor, and the Maroon Devils trail this one by 8 as that lead bulged on a Cruz Galaviz 3 at the horn. Galaviz finished with 12. Zane Wachacha with 12 for the half. For the Maroon Devils, Grant Schuler's game high 16 points. Phineas Little with 12. And Jake Marr with 6 for the Devils. So it'll be Black Knight basketball to start the second half. And that's going to be almost down to cases to keep from having to dig out too deep a hole. The Maroon Devils need to stop right here.
We have got to come out strong.
Absolutely.
First of this third period, or we might see like it was over in Robbinsville earlier in the year when Robbinsville beat us 60-42.
Galaviz works the left side of the floor that's overloaded. He finds Franks. They try to pitch it under Matheson. Matheson throws it over the backboard. Franks reaches in dangerously to try to get the rebound. But Grant Schuler with that rebound. Now Drew Ball will set the offense here in the second half as the ball with a short jumper, and he's got it. So Drew on the board with his first. The key that time, Tammy, was they were in a triangle and 2. Galaviz all the way to the hole, and Galaviz is feeling it now with 14. They were guarding Schuler and Hicks,
right,
who drew the assignment. So it leaves Ball, Marr, and Bowers to do the scoring. Schuler off a couple of screens there against Long.
It's going to be hard for Schuler to shoot over Long because of his long arms.
Ball running one-hander.
There we go.
He's good. Drew Ball
coming through.
is making sure that they pay the price for being the net. 48-42 now your score. Matheson in the corner back to Galaviz against a 2-3 zone. Lachacha in the corner to Matheson. Ball tries to steal, can't get it. Matheson sets up for his first three. It's on its way and it's good. So the other senior, Skylar Matheson, now with 7. Gets things going for his team. Hicks on the wing, guarded by Matheson. And now they're in straight man-to-man. No, they've switched to Ball and Schuler. Hicks will be dogged a hair, but not bad. He's bumped, but not bad enough for a foul call. Back across,
nice,
yeah, it would have. That would have been 3 or 4 on Franks. Bowers in the corner. Bowers lines up a 3. It's on its way. It's no good. Hicks tries to get it, but Galaviz has got it. And now he sprints out ahead, and Schuler, after the Hicks tap, goes streaking into the front court, and an offensive foul called on Schuler.
He should have dumped that one off. Hicks was wide open at the other side.
So Galaviz will inbound, 51-42, with 5:56 and counting here in this third period of play. Matheson with another 3 on its way. It's off. He gets the rebound. It's stripped away by Marr, who pulls it out and kicks it ahead to Ball. Now Schuler finds Bowers, and it's out of bounds off of Angel as he couldn't hold on to the pass. So Matheson and Galaviz will inbound. And Phineas Little is up off the Swain bench. Be interesting to see what Robbinsville does. I'm sure their idea is to dog him and Schuler, who lead the Devils in scoring.
Right.
But that's going to leave Ball open again, who has the Devils only 4 points of this quarter.
Well, then you've got Noah Hicks as a threat also. So
correct.
We have quite a few good shooters out there. We have got to take advantage of every time we get the ball. There we go.
So Little is able to come away with that steal. And now Schuler into the front court, finds Hicks, mid-range jumper, up, no good. Lachacha, we cannot go after trying to strip rebounds or you're going to give up layups.
That's right.
Ball and Hicks stop dribble. Galaviz has an open look at a 3. It's on its way, and it's good. Cruz Galaviz burying the Maroon Devils now with 17.
He buried that 3 right at the buzzer at the end of the second quarter. That really hurt.
Little with a running layup to answer. We got a timeout. It'll be Swain's timeout with 4:50 remaining, and this has grown to a 10-point lead for the Black Knights. So 5 games left to play after tonight, so they're not too far behind. They've almost caught up now, but they have key games with Rosman Andrews and Hayesville still to come, the Black Knights do.
Probably decide who is, we know that Hayesville probably will be first in the conference, and then, no, Cherokee. Cherokee and Hayesville will fight that out.
Cherokee and Hayesville have that game on the 30th that's going to decide and answer a lot of questions.
And everybody else will fight for third.
Absolutely. It'll be this Robbinsville team in that mix. Swain just not quite there yet. They're going to get there. They have the makings of what will be a very good team, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Schuler, unless I miss my guess.
He didn't. Well,
okay. Well, we'll take what we can get.
Looked like it was an offensive foul to me.
Honestly, it looked like Grant pushed off.
He did. But that gentleman's called things that I don't know.
So Hicks on the inbound pass surveys the scene. Now will dribble and kick it back to Schuler for an open look at a 3.
That would be great.
Grant has been deadly tonight.
5 threes?
5 threes. Galaviz looks to answer, and he's off for that one. And Little with the rebound, and now Swain will come up court with a chance to cut into this lead.
Yes. Foul on number 3.
So Schuler being aggressive here. He has 2 fouls on the night and a team-high 19, game-high 19. Galaviz with 17 for the Knights. Little with 14 for the Maroon Devils. Ball with the inbounds play. He finds Schuler on the wing. Schuler thought about it, opted not to. Little fires away. Ball keeps it alive and is able to get the offensive rebound. So now Hicks will set it up over to Schuler, who lets her rip.
Ooh.
Just short. off of Little's head, fought for by Marr. Marr thrown to the ground by Franks, no call. Long all the way to the basket, kicks it back to Franks in the middle, and Hicks strips him. That may have been a reputation call. I'm not sure that Galaviz had his feet set for that one. It may have been just a reputation that he has of being quicker than most everybody in the conference. But he took advantage of the call, and now
he is quick, but you would looking at him, you wouldn't think he would be quick.
So now the Knights with the ball back, leading by 9, looking to extend 11, and Long's going to bury that all day long, folks. Right in the middle of the zone, and he now has 12. That's the same offense the girls were running.
I'm starting to say he's taken off where Walsh left off.
Yeah, was in the paint the entire possession. Little with it, dribble penetrates, lays it up one-handed, can't get it to go, fights for the rebound. Pushed out, ball keeps it alive. Now Long fights for it. We got a scrum, and somebody yelled football because everybody's on the ground trying to recover it.
There's going to be some bruises out there.
So I'm not sure what's what. Swain basketball on the jump ball, it looks like. They will inbound from under their own basket. And 2:40. This has been a quick quarter for the most part.
Well, when you don't have foul shot after foul shot.
Right. And at this point, it's 2-2 in the foul department.
That's good.
Schuler to ball. Ball thinks about it and proves himself, does. It's going to be a little long and roll out to Galaviz. He's going to sprint out.
Need to cut him off there.
Short elbow jumper, and it rolls home. So Galaviz now with 19. To Little, back to Hicks. Hicks over to Marr. Marr, free throw line extended, off with it. Wachacha out. He doesn't have numbers, but here comes Long streaking, and Hicks fouls him.
He got the block, but he got the body as he's coming down.
So Wachacha will get a pair of free throws. For his troubles. He is 3 of 4 at the line tonight. And we've got subs in. It'll be Millsaps and Hempfield.
A lot smaller lineup in for Robbinsville.
Franks and Long, and there'll be Cooper and Frizzell for Swain as Hicks and Marr check out. Hempfield will shoot his second, looking for his 14th point. And that one's up and good. So now Swain will bring it up. Schuler will do the honors. It's against a 2-1-2 zone now rather than trying to dog him, but they have pushed the Swain offense way out to start. Frizzell from the left corner. It was on line with us, but didn't go. Stolen by Schuler. Schuler's fouled and lays it in.
We needed that.
Yeah, this thing was dangerously close to getting way out of hand.
Way out of hand, yes.
And Schuler can pull the Maroon Devils back to within 12 right here with 1:44 left.
There we go.
Got it. 22 on the night for Schuler. And now Galaviz will bring it up. Finds Wachacha, back to Galaviz. Fakes the shot, motions Wachacha through to the other corner. And now 1:30 and counting, and the Black Knights can afford to be patient. Double screen to the corner for Wachacha. Matheson coming off of it. Little with good quick hands off of it. Crosses over Galaviz twice, goes by him, throws it up wildly. Schuler with a rebound. Up with it, and has got it to go. Holy moly.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Grant Schuler is playing lights out, folks. This is a ridiculous performance by him. He is on fire and, quite frankly, single-handedly keeping these Maroon Devils in this ballgame.
Yes, he is. How many points does he have now, Toby?
24, shooting for 25.
Wow. I'm sure that's an all-time high in his high school
Probably
career.
his career high, I would say, yes. But he has been, at times, the most dominant player on the floor.
Right.
And that's great signs as a sophomore.
Oh, yes.
Playing that well. Long sets the screen for Galaviz. He cuts right up through the middle of the Swain defense, finds Wachacha for 3. They pass on it to give it to Matheson in the corner. He looks at Hempfield on the block, but says no. Now he goes on his own all the way to the basket, comes up short, but Hemfield's got it. Little pulls it out.
Good
and
job.
Now here comes Phineas Little down the court. Ahead to Cooper, who can't get it to go. Little keeps it alive, but here comes Hempfield out with it. Wachacha takes it away from him and motions him on as they got numbers. Little is late getting back on defense, and now he's back, resets, and the Black Knights, under a minute, 30 seconds left in this one, will pull it all the way out and wait for the final shot, leading this by 9.
We were down 15 at one point, so they've really done well this last part of this third period. They put themselves back into the ball game.
They are back in it, but they've got to have a phenomenal fourth quarter here.
We just can't have a 3 at the end of this quarter.
And the trick is defensively, they've got to play better. Offensively, the Maroon Devils have played every bit as well as could be expected.
Right.
Moving screen underneath. Wachacha with a runner is off. Frizzell with a rebound, and that's going to do the quarter. And really and truly, you couldn't ask for a much better end of that quarter for the Maroon Devils, who now trail this thing 62-53. We'll be back with the final 8 right after this. And we're here for the final 8 of this one. It's been a dandy so far. The Maroon Devils trail at 53-62, so they trail by 9, but they were able to cut from 15 down to 9 near the end of that third quarter, and they need to do the same here.
Chisel away at that.
The officials
lead.
lay the ball down, waiting on the Black Knights to come and inbound it. And so Wachacha brings it out. Let's see if they're going to be willing to try to bring the Maroon Devils out of their zone defense. That's a moving screen.
Moving screen by 5. Big
Absolutely.
Time. Great day. Get the ball. Get the ball. Good job.
How did he walk? He was in the air. How do you get a walk out of that in the air?
They have got to do something about that 5 moving. I mean, you can come through there. As big as he is, he just barrels them out of the way, and you've got an easy layup.
He was just backing him down. Couldn't get around him. No call. Here come the Knights to inbound. 7:39 remaining in this one. Wachacha's got it. They've overloaded that right-hand side again with Franks and Long. They move to the left now. They're going to set a double screen. Wachacha went to the wrong side. Now Matheson straightens it out, and they're all askew. They move Wachacha over to the other side. Now here comes Matheson through. Here comes Wachacha through. Double screen. 5 is going to back down Matheson
Good
again.
job.
And ball gets it. Matheson throws Schuler aside. And now the Devils with a chance to cut into the lead. Schuler into the lane is fouled on the play. And that will be the 5th on the Black Knights. Swain will inbound with 7 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in this one.
That's 3 on number 3. Cruz. How do you say his name?
Galaviz.
Galaviz. That wasn't a name in Robbinsville when I was
I'm
over
sure.
there. So.
I'm sure.
There's Orr, Millsaps, Odom, Phillips, Jordan.
Schuler with a runner, and we almost expect that to go.
Good job.
Phineas Little does the honors instead.
Down
off
to
the
7.
offensive rebound.
7-point lead.
Hand off to Matheson, moving screen. Schuler barrels
Don't
through
do
it.
that.
And Galaviz with a big grin, knowing he set an illegal pick and it didn't get called. And then Schuler fights his way through it. We really need to get a grip on illegal screens, I think,
Yes.
officiating-wise here. This has just gotten a little bit out of hand here the last couple of possessions between Franks and
Let's watch underneath this play, Toby,
Matheson
and see
and
what
Galaviz.
5 does.
we told you they'd be physical, but that's ridiculous. Galaviz, again, drains another one.
He's kept them in this ball game.
That's his 4th. He now has 22. Ball thought about it, finds Hicks on the other side. He waits for Little to clear. Little clears on the drive, and they're going to foul on Long, and that's okay, whatever.
They're starting these touch fouls now. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, we had people hitting the floor on the last couple of trips and nothing called, and then all of a sudden that's a foul.
Yes.
Okay, whatever. Little shoved out of bounds, and we were hesitant to call that one.
That's crazy.
They only call it because it was either a turnover or out of bounds. So now Schuler will inbound. We're in the 1-and-1.
That was fast.
So
they went on a foul frenzy there for a minute. The referees did.
Phineas Little will go to the line for the first time tonight. He'll shoot a 1-and-1 here. Maroon Devils trailing by 10, and it'll be big to get back to 8 right here and get a stop.
Right. We got it to 7, and then
Schuler hits the ground. Imagine that. Cruz and Galaviz make a sandwich out of him and enjoyed immensely, I'm sure. Schuler fights for it, gets it, comes out of it with it. Drew Ball thought about it, penetrates all the way, and is blocked by Long.
Those arms.
Just to the point, really, where you don't want to challenge him because he's deceptively long.
He is long.
With good legs.
No pun intended.
Yeah,
long.
No pun intended. You're right. Cross court to Hicks. Hicks sets Schuler on the wing. Schuler against Wachacha. Ball thought about it. Back to Schuler. Big possession for the Devils and 3 seconds on Cooper.
Wow.
And that's the first time we've seen that tonight.
Let's see if it happens down here. I'm going to watch
the lane.
I'm going to watch the lane down here.
It will not. Long and Franks will live in it, and there will be no call. Long is in it now. He's out of it because they called a different offense. They're going to spread the court and try to go man-to-man here, and let's see what happens.
That's another moving screen.
Yep. They're getting expert at that.
Oh, yes.
There's a steal by Hicks. Can he beat Galaviz? Galaviz is going to let him. And Noah Hicks with a big steal, and we got a timeout, Swain.
Good job.
And it's 65-58 with 5:33 left, and a great defensive possession by Noah Hicks right there to step in and bat that pass down and rip it away and go in for the layup. 5-2, pretty secure in third place in the Smoky Mountain Conference.
Well, they have some hard games coming up.
Yeah, this will be a big loss if they were not able to hold on.
It would probably take them out of third place.
They do still have Hayesville on the books, but they do not have Cherokee. So they've already played Cherokee twice. And we'll see what happens the rest of the way on this one. Hicks has got Galaviz, ball with Wachacha. Schuler has Matheson, and it is a straight 4 corners. And Tammy, I've actually watched this team, same team, start out the ball game against Hayesville in the conference tournament a couple of years ago, championship game, and run the four corners the whole first half. The score at halftime was like 2-0.
Wow.
Bowers underneath. He's got it.
We needed to match that.
Angel Bowers with the bucket. And now the Black Knights 67-60 ahead, 4:55. And Galaviz against Hicks. Hicks reaches, doesn't get it. Galaviz goes all the way. And Little comes out of there with it.
We need these points right here.
Galaviz dogs him, and a bounce pass. Hicks has got it. Takes a forearm shiver to the back, no call. Schuler with a deep 3, and it's good.
Goodness. Awesome. We're within 4 now. That was beautiful. He was probably 5 feet behind the three-point line.
67-63 now. Now hand off to Matheson, who starts down. Wachacha would appear to be the weak ball handler. They try to trap him. Here comes Matheson through. Winds his way, and we get a block call and a bucket, and then Franks gets to stand over Phineas Little and taunt him. No word from the officials. Got to love that.
I can't stand that.
So Matheson gets a bucket, and he'll get a free throw attempt with a conventional 3 to push it back up to 7 after Grant Schuler had pulled it to within 5 with a deep 3. Matheson's good on that one.
I tell you, win or lose, these guys need to hold their heads up because they've played a great game.
Matheson with 13 now. Little with a deep 3 of his own. It was down and back out. Along with it, double and triple team. They call a foul just because he fell out. I didn't see any contact, but they're going to call it on Angel Bowers. I think it was a pretty good acting job by Tyler Long, to be totally honest with you. It'll be out underneath for the Black Knights, but I don't think he got quite that much contact, to be honest with you, to merit
he'd have gotten up if he hadn't
that Academy Award job.
Right. Don't reach. Let's go. Play defense.
Wachacha over on the wing is going to pull it back out. Now the Maroon Devils are in chase mode. We're under 4 at 3:48 left. Galavies into the paint, but pull it right back out. Crossover, and we got a foul. Let's see who that's on. It's on Hicks. That'll be his second. And 1-1 for Galavies.
He's deadly when you put him on the line, so we're...
He missed his only attempt tonight. Let's see if that will do the trick. I don't think it will. And back irons it Grant Schuler with the rebound. So Swain with an opportunity here. Schuler into the front court. Galavies cuts him off from rotating. Hicks with the ball now. It's a Drew ball. Back
very
to
important.
Schuler.
Very important.
Little on the wing. He had the ball down and back out on him last time. That one's up and short. That was off Franks. Oh, check that. I guess it was off of Little. Looked like Franks to me. And now Robbinsville will inbound it. Take their time bringing it up. We're at 3:20 and counting. Maroon Devils missing a golden opportunity that last time. He straddles that line and Robbinsville calls timeout to get a full one. So the Knights take a timeout. 3:12 remaining, 70-63. I have a feeling the Black Knights would like to do a little deflate gate of their own here and take a little air out of the basketball and let the clock run a little bit. Brett Treadway is checked into the game now. And here comes Long all the way down, short jumper. And that one's good for Tyler Long. And those short jumpers are killers. Now Treadway into the front court. Finds Schuler at the top. Ball on the wing, ball lines up a three. It's good, it's long, it's off. Galavies spins his way out of there with it. Leaves two Devils in his wake, goes all the way to the hole, and suddenly we've got a whistle on the side. Oh my goodness, okay. Yeah, I heard somebody over there go, seriously. I'm with you. Foul on Bowers. His third. Hicks back into the lineup. He's going to get Treadway out. And Galavies will go back to the line. Is he shooting two here, or is it 1-1 is the question. I see no signal from anyone to indicate which it would be.
I think it's 1-1.
Doesn't matter. He hits it.
Back to a 10-point lead. 23
for Galavies now, a 10-point Black Knight bulge. Galavies shooting for 24. It's on its way and good. Frank steamrolls his way through Angel Bowers, pushing him all the way out of bounds. Schuler another really deep three. Little on the stick back and it rolls around and out. And that one's ping-ponged around. Wachacha comes out of there with it. He fights his instinct to go ahead all the way to the basket, and it'll be a Black Knight turnover.
Oh, walking.
And Long, they had Matheson posted up, screaming for the ball on the block. And Long takes off and takes 15 steps driving to the basket.
His coach was not happy.
He was not happy at all. He wanted that block where they had Skylar Matheson, the senior, posted up on Schuler, the junior or sophomore. And now the Maroon Devils will let it roll. Schuler picks it up, then walks it into the front court. Kicks it over to Blankenship. Deep three for Darren Blankenship just into the ball game, and they maul Matheson, and now they're going to call a foul. That's on Angel Bowers. Angel's all the way back in the other end of it. He's over here.
He wasn't even in the play.
He ran past the play, and apparently he was responsible for pushing the whole scrum over, according to the officials. I'm not sure how that works, but nonetheless, Matheson will go to the line where he's 3 of 3 tonight.
I've quit trying to figure, Toby.
And it'll be a 13-point lead if he makes good on both of these. Hard off the back iron.
Ooh,
Hicks and Ball fight for it. Ball's got it. Frank's still reaching in. No call. Blankenship looks to the block. Bowers loses it. Inbounds to Long. He's got Wachacha. Wachacha off to the races, and he beats Schuler, and that may be the dagger right there.
Yep. It's going to be hard to overcome. 13 points.
Yep. Blankenship to the wing now. Skips it back to Schuler. Schuler penetrates. Running one-hander. It's off the back iron. Bowers keeps it alive. Blankenship saves it. Thinks about a three from the corner. Nails it. Darren Blankenship off the bench for 3 right there. Nice shot by the sophomore. keeps the Devils' hopes alive momentarily, back to within 10. Ball on, and now they get Matheson where they want him, and they're going to call Schuler for a foul. Holy cow. What did he do? I'd like an explanation on that one. What did he do? That was probably an opportune time because Matheson was getting ready to use his elbow to clear some space right there.
No, I don't think they would have called that.
No, they wouldn't have, but it would have hurt. Free throw is good. And the Knights back up by 11 as they've teetered back and forth between 12 and 11 and 10 this whole second half.
We cut it to 7 at one point.
Yep, and that was as close as the Devils could get. Matheson makes both of those. Ball into the front court. Schuler at the Blankenship thought about it. And it's a deep one. They're way out there. Schuler penetrates, is fouled twice. And now a disbelieving look from the Black Knights on the foul. Schuler back to the line. He has 28, so he's shooting for 30 right here. If he makes both of these, he should get 2. First one on its way, good spin back of the net. Hicks for Blankenship for defense.
Are y'all getting those pictures under there tonight?
Yes, we are. Awesome. We do have the backboard cams up, so if you buy the DVD or Blu-ray copy of this game, you get to see the backboard cams. Schuler makes good on both of those. The Schuler sitting on 30, bound to be a career high for the sophomore, even though he played varsity last year. Lachacha into the front court. Less than a sure handling looking guard. Schuler goes for the Matheson walk.
Yes.
He sure did.
You got to dribble before you run.
Much to the delight of the Maroon Devil faithful over there who made the call.
Yes.
By the way, they were all over that one.
You know, another 3 will bring it within 7, Toby.
Well,
I mean, this game's not over.
We've seen stranger things. Blankenship lines it up on the way. It's just short, long with it. Hicks runs at him. And there's a foul on Hicks. Hicks is third. Will shoot 2 the rest of the way. Long will go to the free throw line. He has not been to the line tonight, but he does have 14 points, and he'll shoot a pair. Angel Bowers back into the Swain lineup. He's got Noah Hicks. Jake Frizzell set to check in. He's coming in, and he wants we'll see what happens. Apparently it was the wrong substitution as Frizzell gets Bowers back out. It'll be interesting to see how Matheson handles the make or miss here with Frizzell to box him out. He and Franks have tended to blow their way into the paint. No matter what.
I use the word bully.
Well, that's a good word for it. They're going to root their way in there.
Watching, he just pushed Grant right out, but he's not been called for it all night.
So 12-point lead, 51 seconds remaining in this one. Blankenship on the wing, can't get it in there. He dribbles, stops, back to Schuler. Schuler tries to go underneath. It bounces into Blankenship's hands. He's back to Little. Little spins out, puts it up, and good. Phineas Little with another 2. And now the Maroon Devils press full court. Schuler tries to steal from Galaviz. Frizzell reaches. Galaviz goes all the way down. Long sprints back out with it. And Blankenship's matched up on him, but it doesn't matter. We're to 20 seconds and counting. It's just cases here. And he goes all the way to the hole, and it'll be Swain basketball. I'm sure that did not please his coach either.
I think that ref's wanting this ball game over. He's ready to go home.
10-point lead, 19 seconds left. Little to Schuler. Schuler with 30 on the night to Blankenship. Deep 3 from the line, and Blankenship nails another one, and timeout Swain. As Darren Blankenship has cut it back to 7 with 11.9 left in this one. And Blankenship was 6 on the night. Good night for Darren off the bench in the designated 3-point shooter role.
He's a sophomore also.
He and Jake Frizzell relish, both of them very good at it, as you can tell. And the Maroon Devils cases, they've got to have a steal here now. 11 seconds left, so all things considered, it'd be just as good to not let the clock start and foul them as they're inbounding, or even before they inbound if you're going to foul.
Right.
Keyshawn Beener checks into the ball game for defensive purposes for the first time tonight. The freshman forward. So as we said, 11.9 left. Both teams shooting 2. Actually, the Maroon Devils are still in the 1-1, but not that that's going to matter a whole lot. I doubt Robbinsville is going to want to foul them at all to stop the clock at this juncture, so it'll be all Swain.
The clock is their friend. The
Swain lineup with Beaner is Schuler, Ball, Bowers, and Little. So they will look to prevent the Black Knights from inbounding it. Black Knights with their starting 5 on the court. So let's see. Somebody's got to have Franks over on the side. Beaner raises his hand. I've got him, coach. Franks is going to go deep. And we got a foul. That's a warning. It's a delay warning on Swain is all that is. No big deal.
Line. He went over the line.
Yeah, no big deal. Doesn't affect the play at all other than you can't do it again or it's a technical foul. So Grant needs to not reach over, and now he's going to get cautioned. I'm telling Matheson just to back up. It's pretty simple. Matheson looking to go deep, finds Wachacha, ball fouls him, and 1 second rolled off the clock. So Zane Wachacha will get a pair here to put it back up to 9 if he can hit those. And on the night, Wachacha is 5 of 6. So
that's pretty good.
They got it to the guy they wanted to have it free throw wise, and now the bomb squad set to check in. Frizzell, Treadway, and Blankenship all at the table, and Wachacha makes the first one, and here they come. And so now they will line up. Franks and Matheson are back, so the danger of being pushed to the concession stand or out of the woods. Wachacha will shoot a second now. And it is good. So back to a 9-point lead for the Maroon Devils. Ball with it, kicks it ahead to Treadway. Treadway's got to shoot it. He doesn't have time to do anything else. Ball drives all the way to the hole, lays it in, and now Matheson can just stand there and let time expire, and he does. The Black Knights come away with a tough, hard-fought 82-75 victory here over the Maroon Devils tonight. Thanks for joining us here on the Maroon Devils Network. We'll see you again in 2 weeks as the Maroon Devils host Andrews for senior night. It'll be the next time we're on the air. So thanks for joining us tonight. Have a good night.